Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol FUSZ. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually just today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like through this time frame, think does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then just makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Overall, this chart is very tricky to talk about after today because there's a lot of perspective that goes into it, and I've said this before, but now it really applies. What do I mean by perspective? Well, if you are a day trader or even really kind of a shorter term swing trader, then if you bought there or you bought right there, or even if you bought right there and you wanted to sell within either a couple of days or a couple of minutes, like I said, depending on your strategy, but the point is the price has pulled back quite a bit. So that muddies the water in terms of, well, what are you calling bullish? What's considered bearish? I am going to be talking about things from a grand scheme of things perspective. So yes, I get it that the price has pulled back very deeply, but from the grand scheme, the bulls are still in full control. Like I said, if I sound crazy saying that, my guess would be you just had a different perspective and strategy going into it. But what gives me the right to say that the bulls from a grand scheme perspective are still in full control? Well, it all has to do with this pink line right here, which is the very famous 200 period simple moving average. Even if you have a very basic understanding of charts, I'm sure you've heard of the 200 period, and you know that when the price is above it, then that implies that the overall trend is still in the bull's favor. And you fast forward to today's price action, and this level acted exactly like you would want to see it act. Several times the bears try to press down through it, but to give full credit where credit's due, the bulls did a great job of holding strong. And as long as that remains the case, then you still have to give the bulls the benefit of the doubt. Now, have the bulls lost some of their momentum? Of course they've lost some of their momentum. Has the chart lost some attractiveness? Yeah, of course it's lost some attractiveness, but there's a big difference between losing attractiveness and being totally ruined. And you just can't say that the chart's totally ruined or totally bearish right now because, again, the price is still up above that pink line. Now, if the price breaks below that pink line and then continues to separate to the downside, that's where, the whole kind of tone of the story starts to change. But right now, the quote-unquote story, you still got to give the advantage to the bulls because they're holding up above that pink line there. So if you haven't connected those dots, definitely going forward, that pink line there, very, very important level of support going forward. So we'll see what happens with it. So keep a close eye on that, and we'll see how the week continues to unfold.
One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.